Hello, Esports Ohio fans, and welcome back to another Overwatch 2 stream here. Coming into week 3, a matchup between West Branch and Warren here, and I'm joined today on stream by
Yours truly, Anakin Sims. What's going on? I'm hyped for a pretty good match here. I think we've seen West Branch before. They've been doing pretty good this season. And Warren, haven't seen them yet. Not too sure of the record, but let's see what comps we got. We got the ball comp coming out from Warren, and then we got a nice little Doomfist Pharah comp coming out from the side of West Branch. Let's get right into it.
Ball versus Doom. This is what you'd love to see here. Definitely some very creative picks and very agile as well. It looks like Don is going to be take out a gas leak there. The Reaper trade going down on the side of Warren so far, but it looks like My Name G-Bomb going to get the boop onto Fear. The Pharah picks coming up big time here. As now it looks like Warren is really taking the point and is pushing it back, but My Name G-Bomb is trying to get those picks up, trying to get those kills down, putting a lot of work on the fair, and it's going to be Mercury that finishes off Dawn, setting up West Branch for the retake.
Yeah, and it does look like West Branch is going to be able to retake. The Pharah is going to be able to put in a lot of work because Warren doesn't really have the ranged threat to force out the Pharah. No Cassidy, no... I mean, they have the Sojourn, but then again, like, the neutral is a projectile. It's going to be really hard to land those railguns on the Pharah there.
Yeah, and especially when you get pooped up at the start of the fight. As now it looks like Red is going to find Sniffly. Big Man going to go flying off the edge there. Here picks up one on a gas leak. And already starting with the back and forth as Warren coming back with a vengeance to be able to recap this point now. And hey, this is how you love to see a match start. These two teams already fighting it off. You can see the potency of the Wrecking Ball there. Didn't quite land it right there. They're just able to run in and out of the back line, causing so much chaos. Really large this kind of quasi-dive comp really pick up together out there.
Yeah, and a big slam coming in, forcing out the Suzu. Warren's gonna have a really, much easier time getting to the backline without the Suzu.
Red looking for the lineup at 98%, gonna look to deploy that minefield, and there it is. That's gonna be huge damage. Kills even going over now to the side of Warren and Gaston. First install to it. Some amazing ball gameplay right there. Setting up that corner, knowing the percentage, gonna eke over to that ultimate, setting it up perfectly. And now Don is just gonna rip on the backline and help Red. Dude, and this hamster is just staying healthy throughout all of these fights.
Yeah, Brad really just doing a great job making West Branch turn for him, and that's honestly that's all you can ask for on ball.
Now it looks like we're gonna see a Kitsune plus a bit of justice coming down. Also gonna be the Blizzard right there. 3 ultimates dropped out of West Branch. They need to take this point. They need to win this fight. They've fitted everything to it. Instead of just sticking away, and it looks like they are going to grab it. And trying to kill is actually going to shut down a great cycle alive. The ultimate now coming out from AO Killer. That's going to save Fred. And what looked like a great start for West Branch. Warren has turned around once again. And with nothing left in the tank, West Branch is going to go down here in this first round of the first map.
Yeah, crazy ult fight from West Branch there, opting to go in with either, I think they used 4 ults there to engage, but since Warren's comp was so mobile and they had every single one of their cooldowns, they were just able to easily disengage, wait out the duration of the ults, and then re-engage when they had ults. Really great plays from Warren. I think West Branch could have played that a little better, but I mean, hey, it was worth a shot. Last fight, if you're gonna dump 4 ults, you might win the fight. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out in their favor. But they are going to be doing a little comp swap here, opting to go onto the Roadhog and the Sombra and the Mei. Bread is not going to have a fun time into this comp.
Not at all. Hack, hook, and freeze. Very, very potent forms of, you would call them crowd control, but call them ball control. The hamster definitely going to be shutting him down. As looking at his goal, Warren first onto the point, and Brett just finds a gas leak right off the bat. He's able to find these many time and time again before he's able to get in for Ice Cube safely. Coming up huge and denying lots of pressure for West Branch there is now Red backing up, looking for a bit of a reset, but they're fighting on defensive terms as the point is already going to be tapped over there for West Branch.
Yeah, I mean, even though West Branch is on the full counter comp, Warren is still winning. I mean, Bread may not seem like he's getting a lot of value, but he's having 5 people consistently look at him every single fight. If that doesn't say value, I don't know what does. Like, you could not ask for more on ball. Just getting in.
We're just seeing it. Yeah, we're seeing it here as you're talking, that rotation just again and again and again. And great job by Warren to keeping him topped off. That is the key, is when Wrecking Ball does these shenanigans to keep him alive, and did a great job on both these supports in doing that, cycling the utility. As it's up to West Branch now to find an opportunity to step up, but it's just going to be, once again, Brett getting the huge knock-up, lining it up for the DPS to get those kills. Going to go ahead and grab 2 there. And now Brett finding a gas leak once again. He's swapped over to the Ash, but that's not going to be enough, as Stiffly's going to fall as well. And last game started off pretty competitive, but right now Warren is just coming in.
Yeah, I think West Branch, like, instead of going on this full counter comp, I think they should just play what they're best at, what they've practiced. The Doom comp didn't look that bad into the ball, because, I mean, Doom does have his own form of CC with the punch. And, oh my god.
Oh no, big man. You hate to see it. Thrown off the edge there. As looks like last minute test coming out from West Branch. See if they can make it work. But Fear and Rustlon, Don, everyone on Warren. Go ahead and find a target and shut them down, as it looks like map 1 Ilios is going to go over.
Yes, it is. It was looking really close in the beginning, but unfortunately the comp swap was just not it, and now we're looking at a there's the play of the game. But I really did like the Pharah comp, honestly, because there wasn't really a whole lot Warren could do to deal with it, because they were on the Reaper, they're on the ball, they're on the Wu Yang, like not a lot of range pressure. The only range pressure was the Sojourn, and Sojourn doesn't really have a good like neutral into the Pharah. The Pharah can just play a range, dodge those projectiles, just watch out for the railgun. But other than that, like I really like the Pharah, and we saw Jabab do a lot on the Pharah. I think they just need to recoup, lock in. It's not over. I think they have a fighting chance here.
Most definitely. And as they move away from those kind of control brawl maps, more towards your pushes and escorts, the ball is going to be a lot less potent and a lot able to kind of be annoying and disrupt your game plan. So definitely see if West Branch can get over that hurdle and bring this one back. Or if Warren, I mean, hey, you're up 1 game, you luckily close it out. You know, always talk about the victors too. Looking great so far in these matches, as it looks like we might be heading over the King's Row.
Yeah, King's Row. Ball is not strong on this map. I mean, if you're good enough, you can make them work, but into a coordinated team, Ball is going to be really hard to squeeze value out of. So I'm really interested to see what Warren pulls out, what Bread has in his pocket, what other tanks he can play. Maybe we could see a Diva. I've seen Winston work on this map very well. Obviously, King's Row is known for the dive. I mean, the brawl. Like these close range fights. So maybe Bread has a brawl tank in his pocket. I'm curious to see. I'm really curious to see.
Yeah, and those are definitely things to look for. I mean, you also see things like Sigma and Rhine come to mind, Ramatra even. And, you know, if you've been playing tank for a while, you kind of have everything in your pocket. But Ball is a really unique style, and see if that could kind of translate over. Mentioning the Diva. Diva has that similar in and out type of style. Definitely works a lot better on something like King's Row, but we could see them completely change it up and play something new. I think it'll definitely be an exciting map. Everyone has a way to play King's Row. I feel like we talk about it every time it's brought up. Everyone's played on King's Row forever. If you've played Overwatch, it's usually one of people's favorite maps. So definitely a place where both teams can shine.
Yeah, and we did see the May come out from, I believe that was West Branch. I'm curious if they're gonna whip that out again, play for those walls. Maybe the West Branch tank can bring out a nice little Reinhardt. I think we did see in one of the weeks. I think it was West Branch that we saw. They did bring out the Reinhardt. I could be mistaken, but I guess we're just gonna see here. So let's see who's attacking.
It's
here.
worth mentioning Mei got those buffs on the last patch to her primary fire damage. So already kind of, I mean, Mei Reaper's always been a thing, but Reaper had a place in the meta and didn't really see much of a hit for it. And with Mei becoming stronger, you see that Mei Reaper combo come back that West Branch had on Ilios. Couldn't quite get them over the line. But on a map like King's Row here, it is definitely the composition to go for, as it looks like it will be Warren opting to be on attack first. Bread hovering that Doomfist right now. Talk about similar to Ball. While they might play differently in how they cycle, they are definitely two very unique dive tanks.
Yes, 100%. I mean, if you're good enough at the character, it's just one of those characters. If you're good enough, you can make him work in almost any scenario. And yeah, Doom is definitely one of those characters. Doom, Ball, even like Diva, Winston. Like, if you're just good enough, you can just kind of steamroll any team that tries to put up a fight. And I'm thinking a big fight's going to happen here on the high ground. Doomfist is going to be able to easily get on this Ashe Mercy combo. And we do see the Widow come out.
Yeah, Dawn and the Gas Leak having a bit of the trait of the snipers there. Is usually people just sit on Widow, take one pot shot and swap off. But Dawn going for a bit of a fight there. Let's swap over to that Reaper. Expecting that kind of swap to come out now. As we see the Sigma setup already coming out on the side of West Branch. They're not opting for the Mei. Instead, like I said, playing that range with that on the Ashe. Warren back so far, lobbing a few out, playing on really low shield numbers. The Doomfist goes in, Brad making space, through the gap, gonna hit a huge punch right into my name. Bob taking him out, as now funneling and Brad onto the point, Stiffly going low. They're all low, and this dude's just gonna keep on punching right now, punching through the gap, punching through Stiffly, punching through Big Man, and punching through Mercury. Brad was a menace on the Wrecking Ball and swaps to the Doom and performs just as well.
Yep, the Doomfist really working out. Able to easily get on to West Branch's DPS line, and here we go. We see the Mei swap immediately. I think the Mei is going to work fantastic here.
Bit of a wonky wall there, but still able to take down that Doomfist in the end. And you just see physically hard for Brett to play the game right there. It's now West Branch using this as an opportunity to step forward, looking for more, looking to hold this payload even before the initial choke. Waiting to pull the trigger. Fear has ultimate. Big Man has ultimate. Mercury gonna be the first to actually gets it, instantly pops it. There comes the huge gravitic flux as it finds 3 members of Warren stuck under the bridge. Big Man coming in with a big play. Gonna set up the team for a full ace right there.
Beautiful play from Big Man. The gravitic flux really just shines in maps like King's Row, especially with all these tight chokes. There's nowhere really for you to run if you get caught in open space.
Brent using the ultimate from AO Killer, just completely locked down Sniffly and set up kills ultimate, a gas leak, and G-Bomb. Great use of utility to just disrupt West Branch's backline. And while that was a huge play from the side of West Branch, Warren had a couple ultimates of their own to throw at it. Is now the cleanup crew's just going to come in and finish Big Man off.
Yeah, Warren took that Sigma ult personally, because they immediately bounced back when the Wu Yang Doomfist combo and just knocked everyone down and punched him into the wall. Beautiful play from Warden right there, and we're seeing a sneaky Doomfist play here. I'm curious to see what's going on here.
So this definitely is Red drops down, finds the punch, already into the back line, throwing G-Bomb back right there, almost fell off the map, punches right out. Looking for more, using that Doomfist ultimate to get out of my name. G-Bomb is going to go ahead and pop the rail gun here. Brad does find Sniffling and finds a gap. Everyone's throwing ultimates. the side of War, and they save them up from that first fight. Go ahead and use your flux. We'll take our ultimate. We'll get the full distance. They cap point number 3, and they look to end it off with 4 minutes on the clock. Rounding these last couple of zones here. Big man does have the flux. Gonna look for the angle again. It's the nano. Lots of damage to be able to come out from the signal right now. Takes down Brad. The Gravitic flux is gonna find 2. As the gas leak finds 1 for himself. Burke gets the res. West Branch. They have to hold it for a long time, but right here we're seeing stuff.
Yeah, West Branch doing a pretty good job holding this. It's going to be tough since Warren does have 4 minutes on the clock. I think Warren just needs to build up some ults and really just push West Branch back with their ults. And I think that's what we're going to see here.
Red really got over that main wall. You see the kind of combos that West Branch has to use. It's now a gas that is built up the Blizzard. He's going to deploy that there, and there it goes. Seeing how many they can freeze down, separate the Doomfist. Is going to get one. Take him down. No, has to reload.
Unfortunate reload timing there. That is the worst feeling in the world.
It's going to find Don. Gas leak does get the res on Mercury. Res actually. Domon by the Doomfist simply a little bit of trouble. AO2 gas leak again right after the res. Red finds Bob. Trying to keep things alive. They don't want staggers right now. And this is the home stretch of Red. Just comes crashing down on top of Skipley, and here lines up the right click off. 33 going low. As things are falling apart for West Branch right now at the final line. Red. Oh, but a huge Gravitic clutch. Big Man just keeps fighting them. When he needs it. Only able to get 1 kill off of the show. Is that going to be enough? Red not going low, but it takes anything to sit. Temporary 18 to get out alive, and he's here. Finding him in the backline fight. Looking for a third. Mercury can't even beat Red. Ward with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Get the full cap on round 1 of Kings Row.
Yeah, West Branch put a really, really good fight, but unfortunately the Doomfist was just too much for them to handle. Oof. It's going to be tough. I'm curious to see if they're going to opt to run the Sigma on attack or run maybe a more mobile tank, maybe even matching the Doomfist. I think a Diva could work really well here, as they're going to be able to control the high grounds, but it's all about what they have in the pocket, what tanks are in their hero pool. Honestly, the more flexible you are in Overwatch, the better you will perform overall. But let's see. We're hovering the Sigma. Bread opting to run the Ramatra on defense here. I'm not too sure if he's going to stick with that. I think he is. He's going to end up sticking with it. A little bit of a switch up from the Doomfist that we were seeing. He saw a lot of success on it. I'm kind of curious to see what this guy can cook up on Ramatra.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to play Doomfist on defense here. You kind of the old moniker of Doom mains of need no tank. It is nice to have a tank for this first cap on defense, especially. So see, but yeah, excited to see what Brett can do here. You said it perfectly. Being able to play different things, change it up, versatility, an important feature of Overwatch. We do see the Mari as well coming out from Rusthawk, as already these two teams starting off with an aggressive brawl. West Branch coming flying out of spot, looking for something. Big Man finds an AO killer. A gas leak finds Brett, and maybe the swap up is not working well for Ward, but it sure is working well for West Branch. Rolling in and incredibly fast at this point, and Warren gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah, West Branch with a really good offense. I mean, is Brett gonna swap back, or is he's opting to stay on the Ramatra? Maybe he'll get one. No, they're not gonna be able to get one touch, but they are gonna be able to hold up this front show. And a gas leak taking a really strong angle on Ash here.
Gonna find an AO killer, looking for another, takes down Fear. This is like a whole different West Branch squad rolling out. 30 seconds on the clock, and they need all that time because they are running up against the here. But my name's G-Bop popping off right now on that Sojourn, and I guess it's this double sniper combination, finding pick after pick.
Yeah, is this May going to be able to get out, though? Because they're in the enemy backlines. If they die now, it's not going to be very good for Warren. And it is... Oh, Don Quixote. Playing for the walls. Just pulling everyone's attention. Well, everyone's back from Warden. And Don Quixote gets another ice block. Is he good?
Here, two of their players are currently distracted with a May with Blizzard. Don does have the Blizzard in the back line. Might work through the point back there. Is going to go down without getting the Blizzard out. G-Bob doing a great job there. It did force West Branch to give up the card. Did you ever get the retake? The Sigma all coming out. It's going to find the tank. It's going to take that one up. They return almost like put out from Bread, but even the Nanobot is not going to be able to clear him up enough. G-Bob gets the final KO right there. Flying on board. Get as much value as possible out of this Sojourn. Looks to make it work, but still with 4 hits and Gowning on the board. West Branch. Ooh. Gonna go ahead and find the Alari. See what they can do here. Rusthawk though, looking to find the kill, not quite able to do it. It's gonna be taken down there by G-Bomb Mercury.
Yeah,
and now the Blizzard is gonna come out. Yeah. Bob though gets the return. Gas Leak is gonna have Bob find 1 finds 2. Bread takes out G-Bomb in return, but Big Man in the Gas Leak just putting up too much damage. Mercury gets the res.
And West Branch, 5 minutes on the clock. Warren kind of fumbled that, I can't lie. Bread going on the Zarya now. And Don Quixote swapping off the May, going on the Reaper, and Rusthawk on the Moira. I think this is pretty big comp swap. I think it should be slightly better into the comp, but they just need to make sure not to stagger. That is what lost them that second point entirely. But I think they're all grouped up. They're taking the fight as 5. I think it should be better.
Maybe getting a reset in as now setting up for the fight. No ultimates on the side of West Branch. There is going to be a trade. G-Bob gets Rusthawk and Duncan gets G-Bob in return. It looks like that's going to give Warren the space that they need to step up a little bit, start fighting back West Branch, earning some time on this clock. As 2:28 is a really good time, but coming in here at 4 minutes is huge. And every second is going to count. He's running back, or Warren can have a miracle hold. You hold it for all 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think Sniffer's going to look for a nade here. But the lift comes out.
Yeah, the grab flux is going to find one. It's going to find Fear, and it's going to find a gas that can angle on to Rusthawk. The grab is going to come out, not eaten by Big Man, as it looks like Warren, though, going to get slapped. Not going to put the damage into the grab that they want to. Clarity situation. Big Man does still fall, though. Out that laser damage. Getting launched out right there. Bread. Kill feed lighting up. Once again, Warren finds the
Yeah, almost a really strong push from West Branch, but unfortunately, Warren was able to build those ults, build the Wu Yang ult, build the Grav, and it totally just shut down their push. But now, West Branch has ults. They have Bob coming up, they have the Overclock coming up, and maybe even a Valk mid-fight. They can do something with this.
Oh, with the blossom taken out, it's G-Bob jumps over the top and finds the right on the Don right there. Red and AO Killer though are gonna find the back. Red a little too deep. He's gonna go down right there. We talked about a gas leak at the Bob out, got some space around that corner. Merc has the Valk ready to go. Lining up for the final fight. A gas leak finds Fear. That's a stagger you don't want to have. As Warren, they're going to be forced to fight as 4. Don is going to have the Death Blossom. Bread already thrown the Grab Flux. Didn't really find anything there. Don is going to get in there. Is going to throw the Death Blossom. It's actually going to be Fear that's going to find 2 strikes like onto the head specifically, and a gas leak for Warren to keep the lodge. Continues to stall just a little bit longer as Bread and Fear come up huge a second time in a row for Warren.
Yeah.
They keep the hold going, and we might see the 5-minute hold on point 3 Kings Row.
Yeah, if they do hold this, it's going to be crazy. But Big Man swapping to the Reinhardt, maybe trying to find some good luck, some better luck into the Zarya. Gets the pin, but he dies mid-charge. That is not what you want to see from the side of West Branch.
Yeah, they're in a tough position now. They use their ultimates, time is taken away. You have a minute 20 that's... You can maybe eke out 2 good fights, 1 good fight, and then 1 kind of last-minute fight here. What they can do is, man, already having to use that nade just to keep the team alive. That's the critical cooldown gone for West Branch. Moved on, barely dodged it, and has to fade away. 60 seconds. One for Mercury, just lasers him down. Fear finds Bebop on the back. Agassi gets pulled back, isn't going to be enough because they're already looking low themselves. Big Man comes with the team, forced to charge back. Did find Dr. Mute in the back line. As West Branch has never fall, but Big Man doesn't seem to care much, already pushing this cart.
Yeah, is West Branch going to be able to get back as 5 to take this last fight, though? Grab and the Wu Yang combo.
Red throwing it all down in one moment, and that's going to set up Warren for a huge hold there. Taking out all the members with only 18 seconds left. It's just Mercury who's going to be staggered out right here.
And 10 seconds to touch. I don't think they're going to get it unless they swap to, like, Lucio. I don't think they're going to be able to touch.
Big Man went for it aggressively. That have to do something now. And Fear declaring that this ends now with the Sojourn, and it will end with Warren's victory here. They did it, the 5-minute hold on point 3 Kings Row to put them up 2-0 in this best of 3 series.
Play of the game.
Yeah, crazy plays from both sides. I really thought West Branch was going to push that. We're going to go into overtime. But unfortunately, the swaps came out from the Warren. The Zarya swap was really strong, especially because Zarya is so strong in the meta right now. The plays were immaculate, and I can't believe they held that. That was insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think props to the entire Warren squad for holding that, but huge props to Bread there for being incredibly flexible, playing that Zarya, and even the Rhine swap for Big Man, kind of the traditional Zarya counter, just didn't really kind of work out there, and I feel like that Zarya was just so impactful, always having the charge. Just the play that sticks in my mind was when Mercury was low HP in the backline support on the side of West Branch, and Brett just said, screw it. I'm bubbling. I know I can't take damage. I'm running through their team. That'll stack up my charge, and I'll be able to one-shot the support. Doing just that, setting up for a win in that final fight. Huge plays coming in from the tank from Warren.
Yeah, 100%. And you have to give props to the Warren supports for keeping Brett up during that play. Like, it's a whole team dynamic from Warren, just doing a great job, having the synergy, going for these ult combos, going for these plays. We saw a little bit of staggering and maybe some miscommunication during that second point defense, but, you know, they pulled it all together. They locked in and held the point for 5 whole minutes.
Definitely an incredible performance there. And we'll see. It is match point for Warren. We'll see if Warren can take this in a 3-0 sweep, or if West Branch is going to keep this series alive when we come back. Quick break. Welcome back, everyone, to the Esports Ohio live stream here, bringing you Overwatch 2 for our Week 3 of Premier Competition. We have West Branch and Warren High Schools facing off. Warren with a 2-0 lead in the series so far, an incredible 5-minute hold on the last point of Kings Row. But hey, West Branch got it to the point where they had 5 minutes left on the clock. Both these maps have been close. Both these teams have been fighting for the win. As we now head over to Circuit Royale, an escort map for game number 3. And we've seen Bread have a lot of versatility on a lot of tanks. It looks like, even though it is attack, they do have some time to swap. Has been playing things like the Wrecking Ball, like the Doom Fist, which can be pretty successful on Circuit Royale. But would definitely expect something more traditional like the Sigma pick coming out right now.
Yeah, this is pretty surprising for us to see. Bread opting to go the traditional route, just putting the Sigma in the bag. Nice and classic. But one thing I am interested in, the Reaper. The Reaper on Circuit Royale. If you didn't notice, this map is very, 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 very long range. Like, you got crazy long sight lines that Reaper just isn't amazing at. But, you know, they might know something that I don't. Let's see what they do with it. Because West Branch is also running the Reaper.
I mean, the Reaper is a huge counter to Winston, what Big Man is on right now. I would, if it's a good Reaper, it's borderline unplayable right now, so we'll see if Big Man ends up swapping off that, or how the matchup ends up going here. It looks like Big Man already jumping in, getting some space, taking a lot of damage. You already see as Arthur's Winston to step forward, completely soaked the damage before he can get anything done, and Entity gonna go ahead and get that pick onto him. Aghast gets one back, but I don't think that's gonna be enough because Entity's just gonna spawn right there at the attacker spawn, and West Branch is going to already be forced back here. And yeah, you do see Big Man swapping over that Sigma. As much as I love to see Winston, oh, Bread getting a pick on Mercury, basically unplayable into that Reaper matchup. Bread with a second pick on
and
the
these are going to be
West Branch.
Really, really good picks going into this next fight. I don't even think West Branch is going to be able to touch as 5 for this last corner here. I think they're just going to have to back up and give up the point, which is really sad to see, only getting one solid fight on that first point there. But I really love West Branch's comp. Gafara coming out yet again. Gafara is insane on this map. The Ashe, insane on this map because you can just play these crazy long ranges. Like, what is this Reaper going to do into the Pharah? Not that much.
Not that much at all. Struggling into the Sigma too, giving him a whole lot of temporary shields right there. Fear though is gonna find Jiva up and shut down that Pharah. That might just be the small opening for him. He's gonna get going as a Brig comes charging around the corner right now, and is back in at it. We'll have to wait till that Pharah gets back, because right now Warner's fighting this 4. Mercury does get the res action, so they're gonna be right back into the fight. Specifically, already has this nano. Brig ultimate though, it's gonna jump right under the support, stun him up and force him back. Red is cut off from the team. What Warren can do with this is they are health bars all drop low, and Aghast is going to shut down the Brig as they back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Teams head to the West Branch, having a better healing cycle, having those better heals, and they're going to force forward that.
Yeah, and Mercury getting a second res, just keeping their numbers as 5. Like, the Mercy honestly usually isn't a great pick, but it really just gets insane value when you can nail these reses, and Mercury is doing a great job. I like that rock attempt. Just, yeah, the Mercy doing a great job keeping the Pharah healthy, keeping the Ashe healthy, damaging the Ashe when needed. And now we're seeing ults come out from the side of West Branch.
Yeah, Big Man's grab flux gonna go a little wide there as a Gas Leak finds 1, finds 2. I feel like these last 2 games always been a Gas Leak who gets picked at the start of these fights, but now turning the tables completely on the Ashe. And talking about that Mercy, the 2 Mercy combos that really stick out of my mind are the damage boosted Ashe and Bar Mercy. West Branch setting up for both right here. Mercy coming in as that pocket pick in this scenario. 3 ultimates now up for West Branch. 3 almost 4 coming up from the side of Warren. See if they can use that slight ultimate advantage on Entity. As, man, they are just stuck fish in a barrel here on the low ground. Great job by West Branch using what the high ground offers, but Fear getting the pick on the G-Bob.
Mercury's gonna get the res. Just seeing so much value come out from the res. As soon as if Warden gets a pick, Mercury's just gonna res, and the rock comes out onto the Sigma.
Cancel the Gravitic Flux right there, and there comes Justice from above. It is mostly, but the bomb as well. All the ultimates coming out from West Branch. You know this is a setup for them to win the fight. Even though Fear gets just pushed back by sheer weight. All these ultimates coming in their face.
The barrier cannot withstand much more.
Heck, I mean, I want to say, like, there's a time to pull the trigger. There's a time for one team to go in. But West Branch is just tossing utility and after ultimate, after ultimate, and just holding Warren in this fishbowl right here. And there's just nothing to do about it.
Here gets another pick, and Mercury just reses. And again, it's a 5v5.
The Flux finds 3, and all 3 are going to fall. Big Man with a huge setup with the Gravitic Flux. And it's just going to be left here. Cleaned up in the end.
Yeah,
and once again, West Branch.
A minute 30 on the clock. I mean, this point is so hard to push when you're the attacking team and the defense just has this high ground setup like West Branch does. I think the ball swap is going to be really, really strong into this. I mean, you just have to watch out for all the CC. As we see, Red gets rocked, he gets slept, he gets Farah booped, he gets Ash coach gunned, and he just kind of caught it all with his face without letting his team shoot back. And Big Man, across map rock from downtown.
Activating the rock. West Branch, they remember Fred's shenanigans from map 1 on Ilios. They were ready for it, cycling their CC right there, being able to take him out. Did a great job there. As now 45 seconds, one last by Fred, already going in low HP, but not able to gain ball tech. It's not going to really hit anyone. Simply is going to be saved by the team. As West Branch, they are fighting hard for this one. They want to end this here. They want to hold this map right here. Simply is going to fall, but Justice is going to come down in the name of E-Bomb. Finding Edmonton right there. Hitting him back. Mercury gets the res on the Simply. Agassi res to get the Bob out. Bob finding two. The number 1 teammate coming in clutch. And here is forced to grab a health stack to heal, and that's not even going to be enough. As the Big Man and Stiff, they shut the last 2 down. And a brilliant hold out of West Branch is going to set them up great for their turn on attack.
Oh, and the Reaper unable to get the touch. I really think the Reaper needs to swap because, like, there's only so much you can do at range as Reaper, and Circuit Royale is the longest range map in the game. Maybe other, actually no, it is the longest range map in the game. Poke rules on this map, and I just don't think Reaper is the most optimal pick here. I mean, granted, Entity is a really strong Reaper player, but unfortunately there's a place and a time for the Reaper, and first and second point on Circuit Royale, not the time nor place. I think the Ash can be really strong here. Maybe if Bread does go like a more brawly tank and Warren runs like a more brawl centric comp, like maybe like the Malga, as we're seeing here, they can combo the Cage, they can combo the Blossom, they can maybe speed boost the Reaper in with a Blossom with the Kitsune ult, something like that. But unfortunately, the last point, they just really didn't have a whole lot of synergy going for them. And I mean, West Branch's comp, I don't think it can get much better than this. Like, I don't think it does, honestly. Because you got the Ash, you got the Farah, you got the Mercy combo, you have the Ana for the really strong burst heals, and you have Sigma. Sigma just dominates on this map. Like, I mean, even into the Malga, it's going to be really hard for the Malga to get value. Especially because he's just going to be eating these antis.
Red is going to find a lot of distance, but yeah, start by eating those antis swiftly. Already coming out, finding a sleep, and an anti onto Bread right out the gate. It's going to be hard for this Malga to get anything done. Fear is going to find T-Bomb once again, but we've seen how Mercury's just going to res him right back. As his Mercy has been one of the most oppressive parts of the tournament competition. T-Bomb takes out Bread, a team down already for Warren. Not looking for a great start right here. As the close range of Entity once again comes back to bite him. Has to stand too close in the face of West Branch, gets slept and taken out. Big Man finding Fear as well. Killer is going to get the TP back, but a great start from West Branch.
Yeah, and I think West Branch is, like, they might be able to just snowball this point similar to how Warren did that last point, but I'm seeing 5 people on my screen. I think they're going to be able to touch here, and Brett does get the touch, but...
Oh, he's anti!
He is anti.
He's going to go ahead and get cleansed, though, by the Suzu just in the nick of time. They are going to get stiffly for it. This is an advantage for them. Big Man, though, takes out Brad. Mercury coming in, getting the res on the Sniffly as G-Bomb finds entry once again. Right when Warren is about to make it work, West Branch finds victory from the jaws of defeat. And White's pleased to go ahead and take the first tap with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left just to move the card up the bridge. And Fear's going to be staggered. That's 10 more seconds. You got to wait for the 5v5. A tough position for Warren to be in.
Yeah, I think it's going to be last fight territory for West Branch here. Like, they only need to go a couple more feet, and they're just going to get another pick.
That is going to be tough for Warren to come back from forced to 4v5 at the end. Brett does have the Maga ultimate, so we've seen how this Ana just shuts him down. Gravitic Plus is going to come into. Not going to be able to find any kills, but instantly Brett is anti and slept and just blown up right there. West Branch doing a great job at the end to take map number 3 and give us a series.
Oh yeah, we got a series coming to us. I don't think Circuit Royale could have, like, Circuit Royale, best possible pick for West Branch given their situation. I think their hero pools played beautifully, and obviously we saw that on display on this map. I'm curious to see what Warren is thinking, what map they're gonna pick, what comp they're gonna run. There's so many things that can happen here.
Yeah, I mean, huge props to West Branch's support players. Sniffly on the Ana, using Ana to, I mean, her fullest ability. I mean, insane with the sleeps, with the antis, shutting down Warren's kind of whole composition there. And Mercury on the Mercy, incredible job cycling between the 2 carries who, I mean, use Mercy really well, always getting those reses. Fear was constantly picking G-Bob, but it just seemed to not matter because Mercury was just right there to bring him back.
Yeah, I don't think there was a single res that got canceled. Mercury just putting in the work. Always, like, I feel like they're resing off of cooldown. I would love to see a stat sheet of how many reses Mercury got off that game, especially ones that Fear got the pick onto someone, and then Mercury just immediately resed him, like, every single time without fail. I wonder if they're gonna run the Mercy again because it got so much value. I don't know, and I think we're going to go on new Queen Street. So a lot of comps can work here. The poke isn't amazing, but it can definitely work. And I mean, this is a phenomenal Wrecking Ball map. Phenomenal Wrecking Ball map. Pretty solid Doomfist map. And I mean, honestly, I envision Bread cooking up a storm here.
Yeah, and New Queen Street kind of hinted at it. It's a bit of a weird map, right? Because it is really open, but you have that kind of middle area where it's essentially just a huge control point because you can move back and forth from side to side. It's not cut off. It doesn't have those long angles like Coliseum might. You can move pretty fluidly throughout the map, so it's hard for those distance carries, those snipers, to set up safely. So definitely see more of that brawl stuff. The Reaper will work a lot more in situations like this, but I mean, it's also a very vertically open map. The Pharah can definitely come out here and get a lot of damage done.
Oh yeah, 100% with all these tall buildings, these tall like there's so much natural cover for the Pharah to play, especially like in like the middle, like when the robot first opens up. Like there's so many options. I could see like a Pharah Tracer working here. Even if Bread wants to run the Maga comp here, I think it can work. Maga comp is very strong in this point. Arissa is really strong here as well. And we see Bread cycling through his heroes. We saw Sigma, we saw Doomfist, we saw Wrecking Ball. But honestly, like if I had to pick like a dream comp for this map, I would pick maybe like a Ball, a Tracer, maybe like a Sojourn, and like probably like a Kiriko and a Lucio. But I'm not sure if we have all those heroes at our disposal. I have yet to see a Tracer today, which is really surprising, especially with the popularity of that hero and the strength of that hero. Kind of crazy we haven't seen a Tracer today. But, I mean, hey, we saw a lot of other heroes. The Pharah is really strong here. The Ashe with a Mercy Pocket and maybe with a Sigma Shield, like they can play as like a little core. With the Ana and then maybe like the Mercy and the Pharah can like take little angles. Poke and prod at this high ground. The Pharah can play this. The Ashe can also play this. Like there's so many different angles for the Ashe to take. Especially if they have a Mercy Pocket, it just opens up so many doors. And I mean, Bread's gonna have to contest those angles at some point. So I'm kind of curious to see who wins these. Honestly, is it gonna be the Mercy Pocketed DPS, or is it gonna be Bread doing his dive thing?
It'll be interesting to see West Branch using their same strategy composition. Love to see it out of this team. See if they can make it work again on New Queen Street. Bread, though, back on the wrecking ball. He's going to get antied up. Fear finds the gas lead.
Oh, and the res gets cancelled.
He's going to have a res denied. And rare res denied right there. Warren coming out with a new style, a new fashion. Bread's going to take out Sniffly. Fear's going to find G-Bob with no mercy to bring him back. And Warren, they are bitter about last game's defeat. And they are coming back with a vengeance.
Yep, Bread is out for blood. He is just farming everyone. There's eliminations everywhere, and he wants this win.
Playing it a little bit slow, trying to get that angle on that ledge. Not quite be able to find it now. Looking for the kill onto the Pharah. Bob a little bit grounded there. Gonna have to fly up here, or else this wrecking ball is gonna get tons of damage down and looking. You can tell that Bread's practiced that angle before. He's doing a great job of keeping the momentum around, getting that extra damage points in.
And Warren's gonna get the spawn as well here.
Ooh, huge knockup. Finds almost all of them. Is stunned up. Is slept now. This is an angle to take him out, but just gonna slip right on up into that corridor. Seeing why this is a wrecking ball map. Lots of nearby places to hide. Lots of angles to get that crash down. As now, my name's G-Bob looking to kind of open up, looking to find the eliminations. Gets one, but not before AO Killer gets it back. Mercury is going to go ahead and get the res in though. West Branch, they have a one-man advantage here for a little bit. What are they going to do with it? Red looks at the minefield, gets a huge one right on top of the whole backline. After the time, G-Bob finding the Pharah with the minefield. An incredible piece there out of Red. Rustlock's going to finish off a gas as well. And this back and forth already. Feeling okay? This is all in Warren's favor. They have that advantage on, and they're rounding the corner here. West Branch has been on the back foot this whole time. Flux that's going to find all the supports in the back line. Is there going to be anyone dead from it? There is. There's going to be two that Big Man finds. Red, though, got a gas leak in the back line. Big Man also looks like operating off a nano right there. No more ults coming out from West Branch. They burn everything except the bomb. They're going to need to get a win off of this. They use so many ultimates on it. Sniff is going to take down Bread, and that's going to be some distance for West Branch.
Yeah, 100%. They did commit 4 ults to that fight, though. Not exactly what you want to see, especially when Warden used, what, 1 ult? They used the Wu Yang ult. It's going to be a little tough fighting this this fight with only 1 ult, and that ult getting taken down 5 seconds into the fight. So now...
You got to take out another gas leak. That's no more Bob for West Branch. See what they can get done here. Mercury position out lots of healing as Heads just trying to track where the wrecking ball goes, or they will find a new angle this time. Finding it onto Mercury. Fear found a grounded Pharah and Sniffly able to take him out there. Just a little bit of damage to finish him off from what Red had already dealt, and Warren coming back strong. He didn't even have to use many of them, or any, I think.
Yeah, they didn't use anything. And they have 4 in the bank now. And they do have the ultimate advantage.
Huge advantage here. West Branch still building a couple, and they don't even need them. Fear and AO Killer are just going to find all the picks that they need. The Bob comes out from the gas leak. It's not going to hit the robot, though. It's going to be stuck behind a bus stop, waiting for a bus that never comes. Take it out there. Red. Finding more disruption in this back line. This is the impressive game from Warren that we saw back then.
And Mercury opting to swap to the Brig. I think it's a good swap into the ball, but maybe too little too late, because it does look like Warren is just going to be able to clean this. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. They're committing ults. They did have to commit both their support ults there, but is West Branch going to have to touch?
Yeah, West Branch flying on in. They're already 1 HP though. This is do or die here. As Warren is on match point. It looks like this is going to fall right into the minefield. The stagger 55. This is a last minute contest. Not what you want to see here if you're West Branch. And what looked like a great map number 3, it's all Warren map number 4. It's Warren that's going to take this series. Warren that's going to take this win here on New Queen Street, showing off their skills they brought with them on maps 1 and 2 to go ahead and grab this win.
Yep, that is going to be a 3-1 for Warren, ending out the series. I will say West Branch did put up a really good fight. They did get him on the map. Oh, and we saw some beautiful plays, like the one we're watching right now from Big Man, putting in the work on the Sigma. But that's going to be our series.
Yeah, I mean, great job by both teams showing off their strengths, but West Branch just didn't have enough maps left there, giving up New Queen Street in the end. 3-1, made it a series though, and congrats to Warren on a win here in week number 3.
Yep, and I think we are going to be ending it out today, so don't forget to tune in all this week, especially tomorrow, Marvel Rivals. I'll be there. Watch out, guys. It's been real. This is Esports Ohio.